the Labor Day edition of college football. Welcome, guys, as we tune into the Gosh, I just read. Sorry. Already making mistakes, not even a few minutes in. I just saw a Texas press conference thing on the Longhorn Network flipping through here. We got the Florida State Seminoles, number 23 rank in my rankings, 19 in the AP poll. We clearly disagree on the Seminoles this season. And number 21, Virginia Tech. The Hokies of Virginia Tech ranked higher in my poll than Florida State, but more on the same page with, of course, the AP poll. The primary poll that people are going to use in number 20th ranked in that poll, as we will go ahead and get to the starting lineups, as I was looking for that Skycam, because I'm going to use that. I'm pretty sure they have a Skycam. But let's get into the starting lineups real quick before anything else. So starting with the home team, I've been doing this whole entire season. This entire season, I've done this, the home team offense. Starting at quarterback today is DeOndre Francois, back yet again after a torn ACL last season against Alabama in the opener. It's been a whole year, but he is back. It's going to be fun to watch him again. Behind him at running back is a freshman sensation now, going to be a sophomore, Cam Akers. Of course, Cam Akers had some big plays a year ago on this offense. He's going to start over Jaquez Patrick, who he was behind a year ago, the senior. At wide receiver today, we got Ontaria Wilson, the redshirt freshman, looking to get his first playing time out there on the field. Nyquan Murray and Keith Gavin, two leaders on this receiving corps as well, and solid players. I really like watching them. Jonathan Vickers is the fullback. Trey McKitty is the tight end. Now on the offensive line, the questions need to be answered here, but we'll see if they are. As on the right side, you got Landon Dickerson at the tackle position, and the guard is Mike Arnold, and center is Alec Eberle. At the left side, you got tackle Juwan Williams and Derek Kelly. The second is the guard, or Derek Kelly is the guard. Now for the defense of Virginia Tech, and as the DNs are Trayvon Hill, which is on the right side, and Hushan Gaines, who is on the left side. Nose tackle is Jared Hewitt, while the defensive tackle is Ricky Walker. At the whip position, Khalil Ladler is there, and middle linebacker is going to be Rayshard Ashby. Accidentally clicked something, didn't mean to do that. Dylan Rivers is the outside linebacker, and at cornerback today will be Caleb Farley on the right side and Bryce Watts on the left side. The free safety is Divine Diablo, and the rover defensive back is Reggie Floyd. Now the offense for Virginia Tech at quarterback. Yet again, we see Josh Jackson. It will be very fun to watch this guy go to action today, see how much he's improved after a pretty decent freshman campaign. He didn't do great, but he didn't do bad either. It'll be fun to watch him go at it again. I'm trying to find this real quick. Still not here, so maybe we got to go to the actual broadcast. I thought they were doing thought they were going to do Skycam, but it doesn't look like they will. Oh, I got options. All 22. Let's see. Oh. Let's take a wild guess. Maybe this is. Anyway, Josh Jackson is there, and Deshaun McCleese is expected to be the running back replacing Trayvon McMillan from a year ago at running back, but Stephen Peoples also a guy who will probably get in the game. Wide receiver Hezekiah Grimsley is going to be the lead receiver, followed by Damon Hazelton and Eric Kuma. The tight end is Dalton Keene. On the offensive line, starting on the right side, is tackle Yosua Nijman, and at the guard position is Braxton Bath. The center is Zachariah Hoyt. On the left side, tackle Silas Zanzi, and guard Kyle Chung. Gosh, we're getting close to kickoff. Why isn't this loading? I'm having a playback error right now. Oh. All right. Anyway, defensive side for Florida State. Brian Burns is the defensive end on one side, and Wawensky Amy is going to be the defensive end on the other. DeMarcus Christmas, the defensive tackle, on the nose guard is Frederick Jones. Star linebacker is Jaden Woodby, and the star is the like kind of I guess it's like a nickelback. Anyway, Mike linebacker is Dontavius Jackson, and Sam linebacker is DeCalen is his name, Brooks. Levante Taylor is one cornerback, while the other one is Kyle Myers, and the free safety, Stanford Samuels III, and A.J. Westbrook is a strong safety. Special teams unit for the Virginia Tech Hokies, Logan Tyler, the punter. This is Florida State. Ricky Aguayo is going to be the place kicker, and Ken Burnman is going to be the long snapper. Holder is Logan Tyler as well. Punt returner is expected to be DJ Matthews with Kalen LeBourne behind him. And Amir Rasul and Anthony Grant are the kick returners, and Logan Tyler will send the ball deep. Now for the Virginia Tech Hokies, we got place kicker Brian Johnson. Oscar Bradburn is going to be the punter. Jordan Stout is going to be the kickoff specialist. Oscar Bradburn is going to be the holder. Oscar Shadley is going to be the long snapper. And Caleb Farley and Terrius Wheatley are going to be the kick returner. And C.J. Carroll, the punt returner for today. All right. I need to... get in here. All right. Sorry about that. So we got this game about to be underway. Stay tuned, and I'll be here for the kickoff. Welcome back, guys, as we get set for this matchup between the Florida State Seminoles, ranked number 23, and the Virginia Tech Hokies, ranked number 21. The all-white uniforms for the Virginia Tech Hokies as they get set to take the field versus the blackout night with the maroon faded helmets. For Florida State, Justin Fuente versus Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart coaching his very first college football game at Florida State University. Josh Jackson looking to make his second year worthwhile. Jackson really looking to take a big step this season. As the Hokies and the Seminoles get ready to kick off. Deep to return. Looks to be Peoples. Stephen Peoples, I guess, is deep to return. The blackout helmet. The blackout with the garnet helmet that is faded. It looks nice, man. I love the helmet, and I like the uniforms, but I love that helmet. So the Seminoles get set to kick this one off. ACC Coastal versus ACC Atlantic. Aguayo looking to send this. Logan Tyler looking to send this one deep. And there's the opening kick to this football game. And it'll be taken in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Peoples decides to let Caleb Farlow not take it out. He tells him, don't do it. As here comes Josh Jackson. Last year as a freshman, a true freshman, the 6'1", 215-pound true sophomore, played very well. Second year as a starter, looking to play faster. And big play opportunities through the air need to be capitalized on, and he needs to make quicker decisions. And he will be a very good player this season for the Hokies. First down and 10 coming up here for the Hokies at the 25. Shotgun formation, hikes the ball, quick screen out, and there's going to be Grimsley, and he'll get all the way out to the, 37-yard line for a first down, and a big first down for Grimsley. All the way to start. They're going to mark this one back. I don't know what I was thinking. Not 32. He kept running, must have stepped out of bounds. Three guys wide left of Jackson. One guy has a tight end to the right side. It is number 29, Dalton Keene, a key player to watch for. Very good pass catcher. It'll be interesting to see how he does. McLeese now to the right side of Jackson on the right hash mark. Jackson snaps the ball back to throw. Looks for another screen to Grimsley. Grimsley's going to make a move. Grimsley's out to the 41 and a first down for the Hokies. Virginia Tech, a lot of people picking against them and a lot of people picking for them. I actually was impressed to see how close to 50-50 this was, but it looks like the Seminoles are still in favor to win this game out of most people. 14-0, ticking down to 14 minutes. Hikes the ball, hands off. McLeese up the middle. McLeese is going to be tripped up and taken down out to the 46-yard line. It'll be a second down and 5 coming up here for Virginia Tech. It wasn't even close to a first down. I don't know what I'm thinking. 13:40 left to go here, first quarter, and counting as they huddle up. This is the first time they huddled up. They slowed down the offense a little bit just to get things kind of situated. Two guys wide left, one guy wide right, with the tight end of the backfield to the left side of Jackson, and the running back McLeese to the left side of Jackson as well. Hikes the ball, hands it off. McLeese breaking tackles. McLeese stumbling forward, and he's going to get a huge gain here as he's finally taken down. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up here for Virginia Tech in deep into Florida State territory, in a great lane created there by the offensive line and a big block there by the center, Zachariah Hoyt. First down and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 33-yard line of Florida State. A quick opening possession for Virginia Tech. Two guys wide left, one guy wide right. Hikes the ball. Fakes the handoff. Back to throw. Jackson pressured. Tries to dump it off to Akeen, and it's incomplete. Pressure in his face by number 99, Brian Burns. And this is the first time we call the junior's name. Looking to fill some big shoes in this defensive front. Big hit on Jackson there. Good pressure there by Brian Burns. 48 tackles a year ago, 13.5 tackles for loss. Led that team from last year. Two guys wide left, one guy wide right. Hikes the ball, handoff. McLeese on the inside zone. He's got a first down with the stiff arm out to the 22. Big run by McLeese. Mr. McLeese, more like Mr. McLean. Man, that stiff arm looked really nice at the end of the play as he just drove away Levante Taylor. Great run on the inside zone concept and a great blocking too so far. Trips to the left side in bunches. Hikes the ball. Here's the throw to Grimsley. Grimsley is going to be sliced down at the 19 after a gain of 3, which takes Virginia Tech into the red zone. This is our first trip to the red zone today in the first possession of the game. Josh Jackson looking to make big plays this season. Pretty efficient so far in his first drive, throwing 3 screens to Grimsley, but he's able to go ahead and deliver it with quickness. Good start for Virginia Tech's offense. Hikes the ball, jet sweep to the left side. Getting the lane for a first down was number 24 of this offense, which I am desperately trying to figure out. And it's Terrius Wheatley, the running back, with the big run. First and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 12-yard line. Willie Taggart's defense struggling to start this, but, man, things are clicking so far for Virginia Tech. Tight end to the right side of Jackson in the backfield with the man to the right side is Peoples. Nice ball, handoff Peoples. Busting forward out to the 10 before he is stood up by a couple guys led by Jaden Woodby. 11 minutes to go here, first quarter. Peoples didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year, coming off an injury, which was on his foot a year ago. 2nd and 8. A hostile environment in Tallahassee. So far, not too much for Josh Jackson. Peoples to the left side of him, tight end to the left side in the backfield. Man in motion is Grimsley. Hikes the ball, throws, fake, can he get it? Touchdown! No flag. And it's number 14, Damon Hazelton, who makes the big grab on the fade. He didn't push off. It looked like he could have, but, man, great drive, and that is just what you want if you're a Virginia Tech Hokie for today. Levante Taylor in coverage could not get on him. And the kick up and good, and just right off the bat. Oh, gosh, that's the wrong team. I didn't even realize that. The Hokies, 7. Florida State, nothing. We'll be right back. Welcome back in, and I was able to switch over to Skycam. I was having issues with that earlier, but I was able to figure it out. Well, there's no commentary, so you can hear the crowd. So comment how well you can hear the crowd. I don't know. I just want the crowd aspect to be in my video, so comment how well you hear the crowd. It might be a little faded. As here is the kick. Lead in the end zone for a touchback, and now here comes Florida State yet again. DeOndre Francois trots onto the field. So I'm going to take that off. Florida State. They're on 25. Hope that sound doesn't cut me off, too. Just let me know, guys, please. If you can, how well this is working. Francois into the game. Akers to the right side of him. Looking more for a spread offense this season. Hikes the ball. Handoff. Akers. Breaking tackles out to the 28. And he's stopped. Stopped there by number 23 of this defense. Rayshard Ashby, the middle linebacker. He's going to be a big playmaker for this Virginia Tech defense this season if they want to do well. Keeping the spread up. Tempo look is the empty backfield for Francois. Hikes the ball. Quick screen out to the right side. It's Akers who stopped in the backfield for a huge loss. Out to the 23. Great play there by number 9, Khalil Ladler, the whip. Also pretty much a nickelback in this defense. Bud Foster has kind of revolutionized the bear in college, and he's kind of changing it up, not using a bear front like he normally does. Francois on the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 3rd and 11. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois steps up, goes over the middle. It's going to be caught by Keith Gavin. Spinning off tackles out to the 48. First down, Keith Gavin. Reggie Floyd was able to get his hands on that football, and it went right over another Hokie defender. Great throw by Francois. We didn't see that from Blackman, and a false start coming up here. It was Landon Dickerson, the right tackle, who moved. Did I see this correctly, or was there just a tight end there? I believe that Landon Dickerson was playing the right guard position, not the right tackle. I got to double check, but maybe he was. I don't know. But it'll be a first down at 15 coming up here, and yeah, he's on the tackle position. Okay. Shotgun formation here for Francois. Made a motion. Pop pass to the right side. It's Naquan Murray who stopped in the backfield for a huge loss, and Hokies have the ball on a fumble. Wow. Big play by the playmaker, Khalil Ladler. Hokie football at the 35. Didn't even realize that Keith Gavin lost the ball. Correction, it was Naquan Murray who lost the football. What a start for Virginia Tech. And this is kind of shades of what we saw with LSU and Miami last night, as it was a little bit different because it took a little time for LSU to get on that run. But in that second quarter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Virginia Tech ball on the Florida State 35. Here's Jackson into the game. 2 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left with tight end to the left side on the left hash mark. McLeese to the right side of Jackson. Jackson in the shotgun. Hikes the ball back to throw. Jackson going to throw right on the slant. Incomplete off the hands of Puma. Great coverage there in that secondary on that left side by Levante Taylor. We got that touchdown caught on him. 4 for 6 so far for Jackson. It's the first target to Eric Kuma today. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Man to the right side is McLeese, tight end in the backfield to the left side. Hikes the ball, another inside zone concept, man! And McLeese is out to the left side, out to the 14. A big run before he is taken down there by Hamasa Nazir-el-Din. Gosh, that's a hard name. Deshaun McLeese, 4 rushes for 60 yards, 15 yards per carry on his 23-yard run there. 2 plays, 1 pass play for an incompletion so far this drive. Jackson to the right side of him is McLeese on the left hash. Jackson, 2 guys wide right. Hikes the ball. Hand off. No, fakes a hand off, and it's going to be incomplete, dropped in the flat by Grimsley. As the raindrops start to fall down there in Knoll Country. Jackson. McLeese in the backfield to the right side of him. Hikes the ball. Fakes it off. Throws. End zone. Incomplete. Intended for Grimsley. And it'll be a 3rd and 10 at the FSU 12. I'm not sure how this sounds right now with the crowd noise. You got to let me know. All right? FSU fan in the chat. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Jackson in the shotgun. 7-0. Virginia Tech leads. McLeese to the left side, and Jackson hikes the ball back to throw on a high snap. Lobs it up there. Oh, man, incomplete, out of bounds. Intended there for Hazelton, who had the touchdown earlier. As Hazelton gets off the field with a catch out of bounds. Incomplete, though, too far out of bounds. So here comes the place kicker. Number 93, the guy to watch for, Brian Johnson. Holder is going to be Bradburn. Kick up, and it is right through the uprights. A 29-yard field goal for Brian Johnson. Simply one of the most basic names you could have. Brian Johnson makes it a 2-possession game early, and we will be right back. Stay tuned for more college football. I'm going to see how this sounds just to know. I might want to go back to that original broadcast if it doesn't sound good. Welcome back, guys. 10-0 lead for Virginia Tech early. I listened to it. It doesn't sound terrible. It doesn't sound good either. So, I'll deal with a little bit of a quieter kind of background. So that way it's not blocking out my voice. Place kicker Jordan Stout. Sorry, kickoff specialist Jordan Stout into that game. As here is the kick. So now with the raindrops coming down, I might have to switch over to the regular broadcast as it's getting all over that Skycam. I'll do that next break if it starts getting a little worse. I mean, it's not good right now. I need them to get a little bit of one of those windshield wipers on that camera so I can see more clearly. But Francois on the shotgun formation. Jaquez Patrick into the game to the right side. 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left, and a more spread out offense for Florida State. Francois on the shotgun in the blackout unis. Likes the ball back to throw. Throws quick to Patrick, who got set in motion, and he stopped in the backfield for a loss. There to make initial contact was on this defensive side Divine Diablo, and Reggie Floyd kind of finished it off. 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line of FSU. Francois in the empty backfield with the man to the right side of him in the backfield is Trey McKinney. McKinney to the right side as a tight end in the backfield, of course. Man in motion is Patrick. Come as a running back. Now he's going to be on the left side. Francois snaps the ball. Fakes the handoff to Patrick. Back to throw. Francois takes a shot over the middle. Incomplete. Good coverage there by you-know-who it is. The man who's been making plays left and right for this defense. Number 9. Leo Ladler, the nickel back, or the whip for Virginia Tech. 10-0 start for the Hokies. Looking really good so far in this ball game. Francois on the shotgun. 3rd down and 11. 2 guys wide on each side. Man to the right side is Jaquez Patrick. Hikes the ball. High snap. Gets it down. Francois looks right. Throws on the comeback route, and it's complete. There is the new player we get to see on this field, yet we did not see much of him a year ago, was Ontaria. Sorry, we didn't see him at all last year. It was Ontaria Wilson. 1st down and 10 coming up here. Tight end to the left side is McKinney. Patrick gets the handoff to the left side. Patrick has space. Patrick going upfield. Ladler takes him down. Ball at the 49, a 1st down for Florida State, but there is a flag. I'm suspecting this could be on Francois for a clip. He went straight for the ground, and Francois had the block behind Patrick, who ran that ball 13 yards for a 1st down, and they're going to move that back, I think. Francois getting dirty, getting tough. Cost him some yards in a 1st down. Oh, illegal formation. So it's not Francois on a clip because he went straight, but it wasn't in the tackle box, so I guess. But illegal formation will make this 1st and 15. Ball now back at the 31 of Florida State. Francois, empty backfield. 4 guys wide right. 1 guy wide left on the left hash mark. Francois sends the man in motion. It's Patrick to the backfield, to the left side of Francois. Hikes the ball. Fakes it off to Patrick. Quick screen. It's going to be caught. There goes Gavin up the sideline, getting a good gain of, let's go ahead and say 7 yards. Maybe 8. Oh, wow. Looks like it was 9-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Patrick to the left side of Francois. Ball on the 40. Handoff. Patrick sidesteps. He's still up. Oh! The flag comes down. A holding call. It was pretty egregious. That's what made me go, oh, it was kind of obvious. I was afraid they missed it. Then I saw the flag. But it'll be on number 74, Derek Kelly. So penalties early, unneeded penalties early, really not helping Florida State right now. As checking into the game was Kalen LeBourne and Cam Akers both. Tight end to the left side is McKitty. Akers to the right side of Francois on the left hash. Snaps it high, and it's going to be Akers off to the edge, and he's going to get hit out of bounds. Great plays there by number 21, Reggie Floyd, and the 3, Caleb Farley. The defensive backs, 1 safety, 1 corner, playing really tough so far. It will be a 3rd and 16 at the Florida State 30, and you'll be interested. I kind of want to see Florida State throw Willie Taggart, get the ball through the air, because I do want to see if Florida State can trust Francois to make the right decision. Francois, shotgun formation here. Trips to the right side, hikes the ball, high snap, handoff, Akers, sidesteps and Akers, stumbles forward, won't get the first down out to the 41, but makes up a lot of yards. As here comes the punt unit and the right decision, but man, would have loved to see Florida State get that first down there. 4th and 5. Wasn't really all that close, but it was 11 yards nonetheless on a 3rd and 16. Here's the punt by Logan Tyler. And that's a good one. Takes a Florida State bounce. It's going to keep bouncing inside the 5. Out to the 4-yard line. And the Noles defense will set up Jackson inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Out here on the data center now, so I'll have live stats for you. So 1st down and 10 inside the 5-yard line is Jackson in the shotgun formation. 1 guy wide left, 1 guy wide right, 2 tight ends in the game. Blown up in the backfield, somehow stumbles forward across the line to the 6. What a big play by Peoples to stay up, but that could have been a loss, a big loss for Virginia Tech. Jaden Woodby got in there for Florida State. 4 for 9, 29 yards in the touchdown for Josh Jackson today. Hikes the ball, handoff, and it's going to be Peoples. Taken down. Wins when trailing by double digits, 17 in the last 10 seasons. In the 15 seasons, Virginia Tech is 22-3 when leading ranked opponents by 10 plus points. Jackson in the shotgun formation. 2 guys wide left. Takes the ball back to throw. Throwing deep. Lays it out there. It's caught. Out to the 34. Out to the 33 maybe. But what a catch by Trey Turner. I'm pretty sure it was Trey Turner. It could have been Hazelton. No, it was Trey Turner. I was correct. Trey Turner with the big comeback route. Hikes the ball, handoff at the middle, and it's going to be stopped at the 35. And I was right originally. It was marked at the 34. Trey Turner, the freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina, a very high talented guy for this Virginia Tech team, a good recruit. That Fuente lane at 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left with the man to the back in the backfield to the right side is Peoples. Hikes the ball, handoff. Peoples will get a gain of 1 in a 3rd and 8 coming up. A long yardage play coming up here for Virginia Tech. Jackson. 3 guys wide right, 2 guys wide left, and an empty backfield. Ball at the 36. Hikes the ball. Throws right side. It's going to be caught and running, trying to get the first down. Just stopped short. Almost got there. Was, of course, number 15 of this team, which is Sean Savoy, the sophomore. Couldn't get there. 4th and 1 coming up here for Virginia Tech, and they'll stay off the field. They will go ahead and punt the ball, is what I'm trying to say. That's the first target for Savoy. Jackson gets over 50% with that pass, as here's the kick. And the fair catch called here at the 21-yard line by number 29 of this team, DJ Matthews. $34 points scored all season a year ago against Power 5 opponents. 10 games, only 34 points. That's 3.4 points per game in the first quarter. So slow start's a problem for Florida State a year ago. Hikes the ball. Here's a screen. Oh, what a move. Take it to the right side. Got space. LaBorn out to the right side. Take it down. What a big play. Definitely needed. Divine Diablo was able to take him down. Yeah, motion. LaBorn getting to the left side, making huge moves and cuts, getting across the field, passing it up to the 43-yard line, 42-yard line. Here is the spot. Hikes the ball, and it's a direct snap to Akers, who stopped for a loss of 2. Not a good play there for Cam Akers, as he was taken down by Xavier Burke, and also Hill came in the Trayvon Hill, the right defensive end. Empty backfield for Francois. 3 guys wide left. Hikes the ball. Pump fakes the screen. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. It's Keith Gavin breaking tackles out to the 24. No huddle coming up here for the Noles. That'll do it for the first quarter. Francois 7 for 8 start. As we are getting going here, this game, don't go away, it is going to get interesting. At the end of 10-0 Virginia Tech with Florida State driving deep into Virginia Tech territory. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Second quarter about to get underway here. First down and 10, empty backfield for DeOndre Francois. Man in motion, hikes the ball back to throw. Pressure! Francois is taken down low, and he gets right back up, so that's a good thing. That's a big play by Trayvon Hill. And this is kind of the questions that we talked about with Florida State, that offensive line. First sack allowed, just not a good job. He picked it up very well. Good assignment by good job on the assignment by Juwan Williams, the left tackle, but just couldn't hang on to the block. A very good play, I say, defensively. Not too terrible offensively in terms of his positioning. Just Hill getting in there. Hikes the ball, throws left, quick, McKinney. And the screen to the tight end, McKinney, out to the 29. Shows how much faith they have that their tight end has some pretty decent speed. DeOndre Francois last year taking shots DeOndre Francois throughout his career at Florida State, taking a lot of big shots. Francois throwing end zone, and there's a flag as falling down was Naquan Murray. Coverage there by the man who's been all over Ladler. Pass interference on Ladler. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Good job on one-on-one coverage with Ladler, throwing it up there to Gavin. Also in the middle of Gavin. And they also had number 15, Tamorian Terry in there. In the red zone now for the first time today. First down and 10 coming up at the 13-yard line. Man in motion. Hikes the ball, fakes a jet sweep. Hand off to Akers. And he's going to be stopped for a big loss. Out to the 18. A loss of 5 for Cam Akers. Second and 15. Francois on the shotgun. 13:35 left to go here. Hikes the ball. Another handoff. And it'll be a gain out to the 15 for Akers, getting some of that back. But it's going to be a third and long. Willie Taggart on the sideline, I believe, is calling the plays. Bud Foster on the other sideline shrugs his shoulders and goes on with another, the next play. I expect third down and long. Pressure. Don't give Francois a lot of time here in the red zone to throw that football. That's what they want. They want time on a 3rd and 12. Try to get into the end zone. Francois, play action. Throws over the middle. And it's a bobbling catch. Keith Gavin dropped it. Gavin slow to get up. It'll be a 4th and 12. And look what a good throw. Right into the hands of Gavin. He bobbles it and just lets it go off of his face mask and almost had it yet again. Gavin needed to hang on to that. That should have been a Florida State touchdown. Walker down here for the Virginia Tech Hokies. Ricky Walker, the big defensive tackle, limping off the field, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned as Florida State presumed to kick a field goal when we come back. Welcome back, Ricky Walker, the injured player. As here is Ricky Aguayo, very reliable kicker inside of 40 yards. Kicking here from the middle of the field here in Doak Campbell. As here's a snap, good kick. No, good! Wide left! Wow. Aguayo not sure what happened in his first kick of the season. You just got, oh, those laces weren't out completely. That could have been it. As Aguayo misses by maybe a foot, and like it wasn't really close. It went over the uprights, but it was clearly wide. As the full ball got to be inside those uprights. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right. Man in motion is a tight end. Hikes the ball back to throw. Jackson going to take a shot to the right side over the middle. It's going to be cut. Taken out of bounds at the 39. Running over a player was number 83, Eric Kuma. Flag is down, though. Jackson with a nice play action to the right side. Good fake and nice job by that offensive line selling that to the left side, and bootleg to the right side. And unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the play by Kuma, who stood over the defender that he ran over. And he did run over him, which was Naziruddin. And sorry, that was Grimsley. Huh. Grimsley wasn't the receiver. Kuma was definitely the receiver. I don't know what Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Grimsley just completely shoved the player, number 21, which is, who was here? Oh, Marvin Wilson, who he pushed over. So all the way back inside the 25 now at the 24. Hikes the ball. Jackson back to throw. Jackson escapes the pressure. Jackson's going to tuck and run, and he's stopped at the 22. Coming in to finish him off was A.J. Westbrook. Big play by the senior safety to come up and make a play when Jackson wasn't looking downfield and was looking for a running lane. 2nd and 11 coming up at the 23, I guess. The first sack for Florida State was only a yard sack, but Christmas got serious pressure that Jackson was able to elude. And a flag comes in. Looks like a false start coming for Virginia Tech. Yup, indeed it was. Eric Kuma, the wide receiver, moved early. And 2 big mistakes by wide receivers on this possession, and now it's a 2nd and 16. 3 penalties for 35 yards for Virginia Tech, 3 for 20 for Florida State. Penalties are something that kind of can shoot Florida State in the foot past years, but now it's going to be Virginia Tech so far. Hikes the ball. Handoff to the right side, and it's going to be McLeese for a gain out to the 21 and a gain of 3. So it'll be a 3rd down and 13 still coming up here for Virginia Tech. A big 3rd down coming up. Florida State really looking to get off that field. They missed an opportunity with the missed field goal in the red zone, which is concerning to me that they did that. Hikes the ball back to throw. Jackson throws over the middle, and it's dropped. Incomplete, a low pass. I don't necessarily know if it was dropped by Damon Hazelton, but good play by Kyle Myers, the cornerback, to kind of break up that pass, which was low, and it wouldn't have been a 1st down either way. But Florida State gets right off that field after that penalty by Grimsley, and Grimsley really screwed up this time. DJ Matthews deep to return. That's a lot of coverage here. A fair catch called on a good punt. Yes, we will be right back. Stay tuned for more college football, Florida State ball, with 10:59 to go in the first half. Welcome back in, guys, to Doak Campbell Stadium. Florida State about to get the ball back. One last check. Yep. We are good. All right. Michael Vick, the quarterback who took the Hokies to a national championship game where they lost against these Knowles. Back when Virginia Tech was in the Big East and the ACC was kind of kickstarting as a football conference. Now merged as most of the Big East, or a lot of the Big East merged since then to the ACC, including Miami, Boston College, Syracuse. Hikes the ball, handoff to the right side. Jaquez Patrick breaking tackles and getting a good gain. Gain of 3 yards for Jaquez Patrick, and it'll be his 2nd and 7 coming up here. Good, solid gain on first down, giving them manageable 2nd down and 7. Hikes the ball, another handoff to Patrick. Patrick going to power forward for maybe another 3, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Yet again, making the manageable 3rd down, and that's what you need to do if you're Florida State. If you get into these 3rd and longs consistently, then you're going to have problems. But 3rd and 4 is very manageable for DeOndre Francois to throw. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois looking right now, looking downfield, and he's going to scramble and throw on the run. And it's going to be caught by McKitty for a 1st down. 8 first downs for Virginia Tech versus Florida State 6. To the right side is Jaquez Patrick. Play action. Throws to the right side and almost intercepted. I think the ball hit the ground. Diving for the interception and ended up grabbing it was Caleb Farley. And it'll be a 2nd and 10, as that was just miscommunication by Francois and his receiver, which I believe was Ontario Wilson, the freshman, making his first start this season. First start of his career, really, the redshirt freshman. Francois 9 of 12 so far for 107 yards. 3 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right, with the man in the backfield to the left side is Patrick. Hikes the ball back to throw. Throws on the hitch pattern. It's going to be caught there. And Terry makes a big catch, redshirt freshman. It's Morgan Terry. 3rd and 3. Terry lines up now to the right side of Francois, liking him so far as a target. Hikes the ball. Francois hands it off, and Patrick breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, busts forward, and a 1st down out to the 36. Great run by Patrick. I believe it's at the 36 at least. Indeed it is. Yeah, breaking a tackle. Almost had him in the backfield, but couldn't quite get it. Ankle tackle there by Diablo. But number 44, Dylan Rivers, the outside linebacker, almost got him in Hill. Trayvon Hill, the defensive end. And now this defensive line is starting to collapse a little bit with injuries for Virginia Tech. Stay tuned, guys, as we get further on into this game. The score so far, 10-0 Virginia Tech. Will be back. Welcome back, guys. Out here injuries for that defensive line. That's the second defensive lineman to go down, and that it could turn out to be key for Virginia Tech going further in this game and making the season if they're serious. In motion was Patrick. Two running backs on each side of Francois. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois takes a shot to the end zone. Coverage incomplete. No flag there. Diablo in coverage. It's ended there for Murray, I believe. Sorry, no, it was not Murray. It was DJ Matthews on a wheel route who was inside. And, yeah, I think there could have been a flag on Matthews. 10:31 time of possession for Virginia Tech versus 10:17 being Florida State as the clock is stopped right now. That's where we stand. Second down and 10 coming up here for Francois. Three guys wide left, one guy wide right when the man's on the left side. More of a spread offense, as I said earlier, for this Seminoles team. Or passing attack as here's a screen to Murray. Murray breaking tackles. Murray's got a lane. Murray! Can he get there? He stopped at the one. Reaching for the pylon was Naquan Murray, who stopped at the 1 yard line off of the screen. Naquan Murray, let's see if he got his knee down. Knees. Oh. I don't think he was down until he hit the end zone. That was really close, though. Will they review it? And the flag. Wow. False start on Landon Dickerson. I think that negates. So ball at the 6 now. Yeah, Florida State went quick to the line of scrimmage trying to get in. They should have just taken their time. Try to get a review because I think Murray was in the end zone, and that seems to be a common assumption. Hikes the ball, and here's the pop pass to Murray, and Murray won't get anywhere. He's just back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down there by number 45 of this defense, Tawan Garba, excuse me. And a man down in the secondary for So he rolls over, and it looks like he gets in the end zone. Oh, so they could have reviewed after that false start is what we're getting by a rules expert on ESPN. And that knee is not down. And he's on top of Diablo. Oh, sorry, man, that's not Diablo. I think it's Bryce Watts he was on top of. But either way, he was on top of the defender. That should have been a touchdown. And that could be costly here if Florida State does not stick this into the end zone. Second and goal. 5 wide set for Francois. 2 guys wide right, 3 guys wide left. Man in motion is Jaquez Patrick. Fakes the handoff to Patrick, and Francois is going to keep it to the right side, and he is down. And I was kind of nervous there. Francois was a little bit slow to get up, but he bounced right up. I think it just took him a minute to register that tackle. And a third and goal coming up here all of a sudden for Virginia Tech's defense, backed up against their own end zone, trying to hold and hope for a possible Ricky Aguayo miss again on a chip shot. He missed a 32-yarder earlier. This would be a 22-yard field goal, a little bit of a different animal. Francois, 3 guys wide left, hikes the ball. Back to throw, looking left. Now looking back to the right now. He's going to scramble. Francois pressure, throws to the end zone. Incomplete, intended there for Terry. And another field goal coming up here. Ricky Aguayo into the game. Trying to tack on a 22-yard field goal, and yet A touchdown kind of just completely negated. He kind of had Patrick open, but nice coverage other than that by Virginia Tech's defense, kind of holding and preventing. A four-man rush got after him. Good coverage in the end zone as Aguayo, 22-yard attempt here. Here's the kick up, and this one is good. So Florida State finally gets on the board. How do you spell Aguayo? What was the name? Aguayo, 22-yard field goal. Let's see, is that how you spell it? Oh, it's Aguayo. Aguayo, spelled Aguayo. All right. Ricky Aguayo, 22 yards. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more college football. We are right back here as a 10-3 game. Ricky Aguayo tacks on a field goal. Could have been a touchdown, and Ricky Aguayo also missed a chip shot when the laces weren't out on the kick. So I don't necessarily blame Aguayo for that. He barely missed it. It wasn't necessarily close, but he barely missed it. It took a little bit of a hook to the left. As here's a kick by Aguayo. As here's the touchback. As Tyler sends a deep. Missed opportunities here for Florida State so far, but they're only down 7. Here in Bill Campbell hikes the ball back to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. A big play here, breaking a tackle out to the left side and take it down at the 38-yard line. That was a good play by Phil Patterson, his first reception of the game. Patterson over the middle on just a breaking route into the middle of the field, slanting in the middle, right off the gate too. That's how you get beat on the DB that's playing you man coverage, but a little bit slacked off. You got enough space to run straight through the middle of the field, and a quick throw by Jackson results in the first down. Hikes the ball. Handoff up the middle and nowhere to go as McLeese stuffed in that backfield by Christmas. And also the big man, number 10, Calvin Bruton. Sorry, it wasn't. It was Janarius Robinson, the defensive end. Him and Christmas. Sorry, Christmas wasn't even in the game, so it was just Robinson and the defensive tackle. Yeah, okay, sorry. It wasn't Marcus Christmas. Oh, Lord. I think an offensive lineman moved. As Robinson came shooting from the right side. Offensive line moved, I think, though. Oh. They called it on Robinson, who made the big play. So 2nd and 8 coming up now after the penalty, after a loss of 3 on first down. Big break for Virginia Tech. Hikes the ball. Makes the handoff. Back to throw, and it's tipped at the line and incomplete. Looks like Corey Durbin got in there and deflected that ball away at the line of scrimmage, and a good job there by, he tipped it at last second. It was right in front of Jackson, stuck his hand out as he was getting blocked. Right by Jackson, right to the right side of Jackson. 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Left hash mark for Jackson. 2 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left with the tight end to the right side. In McLeese in the backfield to the left side of Jackson. Showing blitz. Hikes the ball, brings 4. Back to throw. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. And did he get that first down? He wasn't down, though, was he? They marked him a half-yard short as the reception there by Phil Patterson yet again. That is close. They're marking that pretty short. Phil Patterson couldn't get that first down. It will be 4th and 1, and the punt unit comes onto the field. You better be happy the whistle did blow when he wasn't down because he lost that ball. Bradburn to punt. Here's the kick. Oh, what a punt by Bradburn at the 9-yard line where it's fair caught. And DJ Matthews calls a fair catch at the 9-yard line as Florida State takes over deep into their own territory. Let's see what they can do here. Francois needing to drive down the field. Feel like there's a little bit of urgency to score again. With 5:18 to go, maybe take up a lot of time, methodically move the ball down the field. I don't think that's necessarily Taggart style, but that's what I think the smart thing would be, is for Florida State to methodically kind of move down the field. You get the ball to start the second half. It'll be very, very interesting to see how Florida State takes an approach to this, as it looks like an empty backfield here, and indeed it is. For Francois, man in motion is Akers now, and hikes the ball, handoff to Akers onto the right side, stumbles, and gets upended there by number 98, the big guy in the middle, Robert Porcher. And they go flying, too. Porcher ended up upending him. Also on the tackle there was another defensive back, Watts, the quarterback, getting in there, and these defensive backs are flying around the field. Hikes the ball, play action, back to throw, pressure, and he's sacked at the 1. Hill is healthy as he went down with an injury earlier. There is a flag on the field, but a big sack on Francois. Foul did not occur in the end zone, so they're not in danger of a safety. Unnecessary roughness. Right tackle Landon Dickerson screwed it all up. And Williams just could not contain Hill yet again. Hill's been getting all over the field as half the distance of the goal inside the 1 yard line for Francois on this offense. 2 guys wide on each side. Francois standing in his own end zone. I would not run the ball. Ice the ball, play action, quick screen, and it's going to be caught out to the 10 and take it out to the 13-yard line. Was number 6 of this offense, which is Trey McKitty, the tight end. And a 4th and 5 coming up here as Florida State couldn't get that first down. Got a lot of yards back. Big gain out to the 14. As here's a punt. Oh, they got the kick. They got the block. Touchdown, Hokies. Chris Cunningham blocked it. Wow, what a play by the Hokies. Eric Kuma recovers it and takes it in. Wow. 17-0 as they tack on the extra point. A big play for the Hokies. Blocked punt. We'll be back. This one's a dandy. What a fantastic play by Chris Cunningham and Eric Kuma. Good awareness to recover it. Kuma gets that touchdown and not in the receiving as he's had a couple receptions so far today. But a 17-3 start for Virginia Tech in this first half. Florida State really needs to get something going here, and they need to start now because it is really not looking good for the Seminoles. This is looking like the same team that went 6-6 a year ago and was a game away from missing the postseason. It was a Hail Mary, maybe one play away against Wake Forest from missing the postseason in all, or maybe a rescheduled game not happening away. So this is definitely not a good thing for the Florida State Seminoles. Down by 14, it's not an insurmountable deficit, but it could easily be a 17-10 game as a missed field goal and a touchdown that was definitely missed. Florida State going quick on that play. Hikes the ball out of the 4 wide receiver following a touchback. Takes a shot deep. It's intercepted. And coverage on Keith Gavin. Oh, my Lord. Big play. I believe it was Bryce Watts who made the play. Sorry, was it Diablo? Well, Francois took just being too aggressive, trying to play catch-up now. You got to still play your brand of football. 14 points with 2 quarters, and no, it was neither one. It was Caleb Farley. Grew up in Florida as a Nole fan. Wow. Making a big play here to kind of take out a lot of life and the breath out of the stadium for Florida State. Francois throws his first pick of the season. Second turnover in 2 plays. Sorry, technically 3. If you count the kickoff and that drop pass over the middle on the slant route was Hazleton. And it'll be a 2nd and 10. Sorry, North Carolina kid who is a Florida State Seminole fan. Hickory, North Carolina, freshman, making that big play. Jackson in the shotgun. Hikes the ball back to throw. Pressure coming. Throwing to the right side. Pressure on the receiver. Incomplete. Intended there for Hazleton yet again, but good coverage by Kyle Myers. And Myers almost came down with that interception. So big 3rd down and 10. Florida State, after a crucial mistake, an interception deep, has a chance to get off the field here. Let's see what Jackson can do, kind of make up for it. 1 for 5 on 3rd downs today for Virginia Tech, and 4 for 8 for Florida State. Definitely doing better in that department. Not many departments Florida State is doing better in. Man in motion to the left side, making 3 guys wide left. Takes the ball back to throw. Pressure on Jackson. Throws. It's off the hands. Almost intercepted, but still a great play there in the secondary was yet again Kyle Myers. Sorry, no, that was Levante Taylor. Gosh, I'm not getting any of these guys down, you know. I don't know why. Even watched a little bit of film, just a lot of new faces. Kyle Myers, one of them that I really am not too familiar with. Levante Taylor I'm familiar with, though. That shouldn't have been a mistake at all. As here's the punt. Cleanly gets it off. Fair catch called by Matthews at the 22, where Florida State's going to take over with better field positioning than they did a couple possessions ago, which is a good thing. You know, get out of the back of your end zone and don't throw a pick. You know, you don't need these desperation heaves. Just late in the half. Gotta kind of, if you wanted to move, you got to move the chains methodically and go with a 2-minute offense instead of trying to get it all back in one play. You're not in a Hail Mary situation. You're not even in a situation where you're down late and need points quick. A fumble loss, a missed field goal, and a punt block for a TD, and then an interception. That's the miscues that Florida State's dealing with so far. As Francois sends a man in motion, hikes the ball, fakes the sweep, and it's going to be a handoff at the middle to Patrick. And Patrick's a bright spot. He's just plowing past guys out to the 40. 18-yard gain for Jaquez Patrick, who just won't go down. 1st and 10 coming up here. Clock ticking now. Empty backfield. Quads to the right side. Tight end to the left. Takes the ball back to throw. Francois pump fakes, throws deep, and it's caught! High pointing the ball! And down goes Terry! Yeah, they had a screen earlier and just pump fakes the screen and goes all 3 goes outside, and now Terry comes down with the play and makes a big play over Bryce Watts, the cornerback. Yeah, nice job by Terry. 1st down and 10 as a player down. And Burke is the man down. And a lot of boos. They feel as if he's faking this. I don't think he's faking it. Xavier Burke, for the 2nd time tonight, is off the field. A lot of injuries here. Maybe it's knick-knacky stuff, but a lot of plays. I don't, I'm not buying the whole just trying to stop Florida State's tempo here. Oh, man. Yeah, he just kind of went down and didn't go down by contact. He just went down. That's weird. That's not a good thing. 3 guys wide right now after the motion man. Ike's ball hand off Patrick, and he's sliced down. 2nd and 8. And, man, that is not – that looks very shady to me from Fuente because he walking up after a big play by Florida State and just goes down after the catch. Hikes the ball, play action, and it's going to be a dump off to Patrick who gets upended out to the 20 by the – by Gaines there. Rushawn Gaines tries to hurdle him, and he got upended and then rocked there by Ashby. 3rd down and 2 coming up here. 2:10 left to go here, 2nd quarter. Hikes the ball, hand off Akers. Oh, man, Akers tries to sidestep it, cannot get it. And it's a 4th and 3. Gaines makes a play yet again. And 2 guys down, Floyd and Walker. They hate each other. Sorry, I said Walker. It was Floyd, Reggie Floyd. So Walker walks off the field. Walker and Floyd just collided. There'd be no reason at all for Virginia Tech to stop this. If they really wanted to stop it, they could use 1 of their 3 timeouts. This is not suspicious like the last one. Definitely not. 4th and 2, and a long 2. It's more like a 4th and 3 to me. 1:59 left to go here, and they're going to go for it. Francois, shotgun formation, empty backfield. I would not run it with how this offensive line is playing. I would try to run a screen. Akers in motion to the left side. 2 guys wide on each side now. Now he motions to the right side. In the middle of the field, in between the hashes, is Francois. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Francois throws quick. Akers, and it's batted away! Big stop yet again. It's Gaines making a big statement on this possession, really, by Gaines. 3 huge plays made on this possession by Gaines. And Akers may have had a 1st down, too, so that was absolutely huge as they brought a lot of pressure. And he might have had it. He had 1 defender he had to make miss. But Gaines, just tipping it away in a big play here for the Hokies. And I like the call to go for it. It was a good design play call. Get it quick out to Akers if nothing's open right away. And I like the play call, just great execution there by Gaines to get off the field on the big pressure. Hikes the ball, high snap, hands it off to the right side and getting a good gain. And then taken down to 1:30. Second and 6 coming up. McLeese on that carry, or 2nd and 5 coming up here. The Noles struggling offensively. Defense is not playing too bad. Only allowing 10 points, basically, as a punt block. Gives the other 7 to the Hokies. A minute left in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get a feel for teams in the first week. And, man, I'm getting quite a bit of a feel. Hikes the ball. Makes the handoff. And Jackson's going to be swung down. And now if I'm Florida State, use the timeouts. They will do that. It'll be 3rd down coming up after the timeout by Florida State. Trying to force a punt, and they got a couple shots to take here. No, you got a really good kicker with Rick Aguayo, strong leg. He did miss a 32-yarder. That's not too characteristic of Aguayo. He was struggling as a freshman. Sophomore year, he did a lot better. And Virginia Tech's defense, probably the most impressive unit for me right now in this ball game, is that whole entire defense is just playing really lights out. I mean, I am very impressed with Bud Foster's group and this very inexperienced defense. It has been a while, if at all, since it's been this inexperienced for Bud Foster. Man in motion to the left side is a tight end. Tries to get the Noles to snap 47 seconds as they put a couple seconds back on the clock. That's why there was such a delay. Getting started tight end to the left side of the backfield. McLeese to the left side as well. Hikes the ball. Hands it off. McLeese can't get anywhere. Dana won in a timeout call. Florida State with 42 seconds to go. I really like the approach here. Taggart being a little bit aggressive, kind of needing to be. Hasn't been too great so far here with 42 seconds to go in the second quarter. Going to get the ball back. As punter Oscar Bradburn has been punting very well today, not allowing a lot of returns and punting for a lot of yards, not allowing really any returns for DJ Matthews. Here's a 4th and 4 coming up here. Bradburn standing back at his own 13. Bradburn gets that punt off pretty safely. The lefty kicker. And a fair catch yet again called by Matthews at the 29. And I'm interested to see how aggressive Florida State will be here with 29 seconds left to go. At their 29-yard line with, I believe it said 35 seconds. A lot of guys getting in the backfield, making a lot of big plays on Francois. A lot of new guys stepping up. The man with the interception was a true freshman. So clearly the new players are stepping up, and special teams also stepped up. You know, I feel like Virginia Tech's really winning all phases of the ball. And that is, you know, other than like kind of pace and they're losing in total yards, I still feel like Virginia Tech's opportunistic here. Francois back to throw. Going to step up. Francois avoids the pressure, and he's going to slide down at the 29. And now the clock's showing tick down. I think they're going to take this one into half. 20 seconds. Clock ticking. 15 seconds. No timeout called. They're going to snap it, maybe. 12 seconds. Snaps the ball. Back to throw. Francois looking. Over the middle. And it's incomplete. Had a man. 8 seconds. They would have called the timeout right away. There would have been around 20 seconds left. Instead, now there's 8 seconds with a 3rd and 10. They're backed off in coverage. They're going to throw a quick screen. Naquan Murray got space. Naquan Murray, get out of bounds, Naquan. And he's going to go down with no time left. He tried to avoid tackles, and he really should have either gone down or, you know, went out of bounds or something to set up for a Hail Mary. Francois can throw that far. Wasn't smart, and as a result, Florida State's going to go into the half without really even a shot at the end zone that last possession, down 17-3. Thank you guys for tuning in, and check out the last. What if we don't have Twitter? Are you live in Twitch? I'm not live on Twitch. I don't know what Twitter just comment here. That's what I mean. Not on Twitter or anything. Just comment right here, and I'll go ahead and respond to you as I just did right there. But I'm going to halftime, so this is going to be a little bit of a break for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys when the second half kicks off. Welcome back. Second half about to get underway. Here's the kick. And the third quarter is started, and here's a touchback. We have yet to have a kick return thus far in this Labor Day Monday football game between the Hokies and the Florida State Seminoles. Mark Rogers TV, guys. Make sure you guys go to his page, sub to him. He's now opening up phone lines. I'm going to look into that soon in the future. I'm also going to look into possibly when I get a little more experience live streaming or in collaborating with Mark Rogers TV. So that either way, that guy is top notch. I think he's the best in the business. You definitely need to check him out as a college football analyst. Now here's a handoff to Akers. Akers chopped down in the backfield for a loss of 5. Early start. Second down coming up here as Cam Akers. Diablo with the big play on Cam Akers, 5-yard loss here. And I'm really liking Jaquez Patrick in the game for Florida State. As I mentioned to Mark Rogers at halftime, that Jaquez Patrick can run over people. He's in the game. Hikes the ball back to throw. Throws to the right side off the hands of Naquan Murray. And it will be a 3rd down and 15, and not necessarily something that we need to be too concerned with. It is this deficit that is easily overcomable. I mean, Florida State outgaining Virginia Tech in this first half. I forgot to reset timeouts for Florida State. But outgaining Virginia Tech in this first half, but still yet to really get something going in terms of scoring, and yet to score a touchdown, even though it should have. 2 guys wide on each side. Ike's the ball back to throw. Francois throws over the middle. It is caught, bobbled, as it'll be stopped after a gain of 11 out to the 31. Slow to get up there is Landon Dickerson, the right tackle. Naquan Murray off of the hands of Divine Diablo. Could not quite come up with a first down, though. Diablo comes up with a stop nonetheless, and limping off the field is Dickerson, the right tackle. And we are having a lot of problems here on the offensive line. Dickerson going down. I think he's been the most impressive member of this offensive line for Florida State. So that's a problem. Oh, getting pressure on the punter again, getting this one off cleanly and taking a bounce. And out of bounds at the 31. Here comes Virginia Tech yet again. Virginia Tech not necessarily playing great football, not playing elite football as of now, but they are doing enough to lead the Seminoles, who are playing pretty good. I mean, the Seminoles, outside of big mistakes, are still moving the ball very well. They're playing very tough defense. They aren't allowing a lot of big plays, but the big plays for Virginia Tech are the ones that matter. That interception by Hurley, that blocked punt by Cunningham, recovered by Kuma, and the touchdown drive to start kind of really probably just caught Florida State off guard, but Florida State has not been doing too bad defensively. As here's a first down, handing it off, and there's McLeese, and McLeese, I said McLeese. McLeese gets a good gain of 4 yards. It will be a 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Florida State Seminoles. Clock ticking down here in the 3rd quarter. They're not in too much of a hurry. Jackson calling the signals at the line of scrimmage. McLeese to the right side of him on the right hash mark with the tight end to the right side. Man in motion. Now going back. Oh! And I think they're calling offsides on Florida State. Kyle Myers coming on a corner blitz. Tried to jump the snap, causing the right tackle Yusa Nijman to jump. 2nd and 1 coming up now from Virginia Tech after a huge 5-yard penalty, in my opinion, by Florida State. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right with the tight end to the right side. Man in motion, hikes the ball. It'll be a jet sweep to the right side. Break it off. It's down at the, 45-yard line. Big block by Cunningham on the edge as It was Anthony Grant on the carry there. His first carry of the game. First time we've called Grant's name. Sorry, that was Terrius Wheatley. Both just read to be number 24, so Bears Wheatley getting in the game. Hikes the ball, Jackson over the middle, and it's going to be caught. Taken down at the 33 in a first down. Good catch there by Damon Hazelton. That's a nice, simple throw. Breaking on that was Myers. As Myers struggling a little bit on that left side of the Florida State defense. Right side of Jackson. Two guys wide left, one guy wide right on the right hash mark for Jackson with the tight end to the left side. Hikes ball, handoff, McLeese. McLeese got a lane, and McLeese is down after a gain of 5. In the field goal range now, Virginia Tech could definitely take over in this football game. I really thought this game would go down to the wire even as late as halftime, but it's not looking good so far. Quickly. Oh, there's a fumble, botch snap. Jackson's on it. 41-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and very long. The snap was too high. He's letting the center know that. Not a good snap, though, by Zachariah Hoyt. Good job being able to come up with that. Right there was DeMarcus Christmas. Almost made the, and I'm wondering if it will technically go as a tackle to Christmas. I don't know if it will. 3rd and 18, though, after a 2nd and 5 botched snap. 3 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right. I'm expecting Jackson to throw this ball. McLeese motions to the left side. Ball on the right side of the field, not quite on the hash. Hikes the ball back to throw. Pressure coming. Jackson sacked all the way back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus. Sorry, that's Banks on the sack. I thought I saw 90. It's 99. Brian Banks. Sorry, Brian. I said Banks. Gosh, it's Brian Burns. I've been saying Banks the whole game, haven't I? Brian Burns. Good spin move off the offensive line and was able to beat on the edge Christian Darrisaw, the freshman left tackle. As here's the punt, and a fair catch going to be called at the 7-yard line. And that is not a good sign for the Noles. Sorry, for the Virginia Tech Hokies as big plays against them. And we will be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone out here. Florida State getting the ball back after a couple miscues by Josh Jackson inside the 10, though. Hikes the ball outside. Patrick is stuffed. That's really the first time I've seen Patrick necessarily get stuffed, in the backfield. But a big play in the secondary here for Virginia Tech was number 40, Emmanuel Belmar, whose name is first called just now. Second down, hikes ball, screen pass out to Patrick in the end zone, stumbling forward and getting back out to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd down and 13 all of a sudden, and Florida State could possibly be starting the second half out with 2 3-and-outs. That's what it's looking like right now, unless something unexpected happens here inside their own 5 now. Don't necessarily like that play call in the end zone. That could have ended up very poorly for Florida State. So here we go. 3rd down and 13. Clock ticking down to near 9 minutes. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois throws right side, and it's incomplete. Too low there, intended for number 20 of this offense, which is unknown. Who is 20? But 4th and 13 as a result. 2 3-and-outs to start the second half, and inside their own 5. Last time Florida State punted from inside their own 5, it was a block. Let's see what happens this time. They're coming after it again, getting a good job on the wall, getting it off cleanly, but no, does not take a good bounce at all, and it goes out of bounds. Logan Tyler at the 40-ish yard line. We'll be right back. Welcome back in, guys. The Seminoles down by 14 early to the Virginia Tech Hokies. Early second half, that is. A lot of issues. Florida State offensive line so far. Three guys wide right, one guy wide left. Ball at the 40-yard line for Jackson, just on the brink of field goal range. Hikes the ball. Hand off, and it'll be stopped in the backfield as McLeese got the carry. Correction, it was Holston on the carry. First time we've seen Holston. I saw the 3. I thought it didn't look like McLeese, but I saw the 3 and just went with it. But it's Holston. Holston to the left side now. Jackson on the left hash mark. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 guys wide right, 1 guy wide left. Hikes the ball, play action. Back to throw, pressure immediately, and it's going to be a big sack. What a play by Durbin. Durden makes a huge play on the ball. Corey Durden just comes up and makes a sack. A number change this year from 16 this year from 92 a year ago. 3rd down and 18 coming up. That's a 3rd Seminole sack. Only 2, surprisingly, for Virginia Tech. Even though the offensive line has struggled and a bunch of pressure has been put on DeOndre Francois tonight. Man in motion. Now it's going to be a tight end to the left side. Hikes the ball. They'll go ahead and give it. Holden breaking tackles. Holden gets back out to the original line of scrimmage at the 40, but another 3 and out, and the first 4 drives have stalled. Virginia Tech, of course, got down the field on their first drive of the second half, but 3 of the 4 have been 3 and outs and 4 punts after a sack and a big loss on a fumble. So 4th and 10 coming up here in the punt unit, trying to pin Florida State deep. Oscar Bradburn has already pinned 2 inside the 20, 2 inside the 10, really. As here comes the punt. Bradburn, did he get it too deep? No, this one's going to be at the 12, a shorter punt. And we've seen from Bradburn, only got 28 yards under it. And we'll be right back as both teams keep stalling out here in the 3rd quarter. Soon, as this one could probably go down to the wire. Only if Florida State has plenty of time under their belt. Welcome back out here. Polar field positioning, and once again, 3 times inside the 20. Hikes ball, play action, back to throw. First ball, pressure, and he's brought down for a sack. Big playmaker Caleb Farley, who had the interception earlier, the freshman, gets it yet again. The corner blitz on the weak side. No one really picks him up. Francois steps up and saves a couple yards, but man, are they going to go with a little bit of a conservative throw? You got a big arm quarterback. I don't know what they're doing. No, they're going with a running play. Akers stopped for no gain this time. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be a 3rd down and 12. This is, if I'm a Florida State fan right now, I am not happy. I don't like the conservative nature that Willie Taggart's taking. They're not taking a whole lot of shots down the field, or at least not running a whole lot of great routes down the field. And, not trusting the arm of DeOndre Francois. But then again, if the offensive line can't block, why would you? Backed off coverage here for Virginia Tech. 6 guys in the box, and they're only going to bring 3. Yet they get a little bit of pressure off Francois. He's tripped up. I don't know who's going to get credit with the sack, but he's slow to get up. But I think he was tripped by his own offensive. And it'll be a 4th down and 20 after. Rushed only 3. I don't know why he scrambled. He had plenty of time, and then he tripped over the leg of Landon Dickerson. 8 guys deep in the zone. Only 3 guys pressuring, and still somehow got a sack. Almost blocked it again. And there's a flag. He hit the kicker as there's a return out to the 19. What a big play. All the way at the 19, and no flag thrown as a punter landed short. C.J. Carroll with a nice return. Let's see if he was touched. I think that's a good no call. Oh, he was. A little bit of contact. That's technically running into the kicker. He didn't touch the ball. And he ran into the punter. So I think that they should have called that, but they missed it. Ball at the 19 now. Cunningham got in there earlier. Ball at the 19. Nice ball. Rolling out to the right. It's going to be caught with space. Making a move out to the 9 and into the inside the 10. Into 1st and goal situation was Hezekiah Grimsley. Hezekiah Grimsley. Second and 1. They're marking him just short. I'm interested in that spot. 2nd and 1, though. Watch for the handoff up the middle. Looks like pressure coming, and they're going to run a they're going to fake the jet sweep, and Jackson stop at the 12, 13-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up as Jones in the middle makes a big tackle. Frederick Jones, redshirt senior, leader of this defense, is first time getting called today. 3rd and 3. Jackson with Peoples in the game, calling the signals at the line of scrimmage. Peoples to the left side of him with the tight end, also to the left side of him to the backfield. 2 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right. Man in motion from the right side is a wide out. Hikes the ball, handoff, Peoples. Smash him forward out to the 8 for a 1st down. 1st and goal coming up here for Virginia Tech. So 1st and goal at the 8. Florida State needing a big play here in the red zone. Try to get off the field. Jackson calling the signals at the line. 1 guy wide right, 2 guys wide left with a tight end to the left side of him in the backfield. Tight end to the left side as well. In the back, or at the line of scrimmage, Jackson keeps all the way out to the 5-yard line. And it will be a 2nd and goal at the 5 in the middle of the field. So here comes 2nd and goal. I just saw Eric Kuma check into the game. Also in there at wideout is Damon Hazelton. I wonder if they're going to try to get a fade route. Kuma's not the biggest guy, but he can go up and get the ball. Hazelton to the left side. Right side is Kuma. Tight end to the right side in the formation, and also tight end in the backfield. Hikes ball. Play action. Throws. And a fade route. A flag comes down. And a good call here as Kuma pushed off number 19, A.J. Westbrook. And it's offensive pass interference on what could have been a touchdown. And now the ball's going to be all the way back at the 20 in 2nd and goal. 6'2", 225, so he is still pretty big. He's not like a 6'4" receiver is what I meant. So a big corner can match up with him. And sorry, he pushed over Kyle Myers. I know that A.J. Westbrook was in the play. Yeah, he's the one who kind of hit him at the end there, trying to jog the ball loose. But yeah, definitely pushed off. That's a good call by the refs. All the way back at the 20 now after the pass interference. One guy wide left, 2 guys wide right with the tight end to the right side of the formation. Now motions to the left side and hikes the ball back to throw. Jackson steps up, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught and giving it a little bit more room. At the 11-yard line is Kuma, making up a little bit for the penalty, but it will be a 3rd and goal with an 11-yard zone. And that makes, again, a more sure field goal attempt if you have to settle for a field goal with that catch now. I feel like they're going to throw to the end zone nonetheless. Jackson's 12 for 22, 132 yards, and has a TD today. 2 guys wide left, 2 guys wide right. Man to the left side of Jackson. Now motions man to the up man as a tight end. Hikes the ball. Peoples slices down. Did it get there? Stopped inches from the end zone. I'm wondering if you go for this inside the 1. Peoples came really close. But yeah, he's chopped down inside the 1 clearly. His elbow comes down right at about 3/4 away, 3/4 of a yard away from the end zone, and that's where they spotted that. So good spot. Here we go. 4th and goal. A big play for Florida State's defense, trying to keep it within 2 possessions. Hikes the ball, handoff up the middle. He's stopped. Florida State inside the 1. What a big play by the defense. Oh, Lord. Play by the Noles defense comes off the field, and to really keep it honest, it wasn't like it was a big physical guy. It was Jaden Woodby, kind of more of a nickel back who was in the game. What a big play, but also the big man DeMarcus Christmas helped him take him down. Inside the 1, they are reviewing this. I don't know why they didn't take a look at the Nyquan Murray touchdown. I'm not going to drop that. It could be a 7-point game right now. Well, also at least could be a 10-point game. And that is not going to conclude anything from that angle. Because it's just a pile. He stopped. People's Christmas. Oh, yeah, he's definitely – he might be even – he might he did fall forward inside a yard, but he wasn't in that end zone for sure. I'm going to say confirmed, all right? I'm not even going to say it should stand. I'm saying that should be confirmed. Stop. We're watching Peoples from this right side angle, and he definitely did not stick that ball in the end zone. There's conclusive evidence, in my opinion, because the farthest point, it's confirmed. Good officiating there on that review, and the call is confirmed. Florida State comes up with a big stop. So here comes the Noles, and I do not run the ball because you have not ran the ball well all game long. If you run the ball trying to get out of your own end zone, that is setting up for a disaster because you have not ran the ball well at all behind this offensive line. Shotgun formation. Francois. Trying to get a little bit of movement, but cannot seem to force it. Showing pressure. The cornerbacks are slacked off. I would try to get a quick route on the outside. Get out of your own, the shadow of your goalpost. Well, there's Patrick, and oh man, he fell forward. Stop there by the DN, Rashawn Gaines, and the safety, Watts. Sorry, the corner Watts. DB, whatever. Barely gets out of the end zone. Great play, actually, even though he lost a yard. Even though he lost a yard. Oh, there's flag. Morning on Florida State. Okay. 14 third quarter. Time is ticking. This is the fourth time Florida State has been in 20. And they're going to go ahead and take this one into the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter. Nothing happening. As we'll be back 17-3. Florida State's doubling out many times, but coming up with a big stop on the last possession for the Hokies. We'll be back. Fourth quarter. Let's just take a little bit of this game with a kind of this approach. Florida State has not been playing very bad in the third quarter. They really stepped up defensively after that fumble, really ignited this defense. They really need to do something. Peter Warwick, Florida State wide receiver in 1995, retired his 1995 to 1999, retired his jersey today. Hikes the ball, first ball, back to throw. Deep shot. I was looking for that, and it's incomplete, overthrown. George Campbell, the intended receiver. Overthrown ball, and I'm not really happy with that attempt. I've been sticking up for you all night, Francois. Gotta do something. -7 third quarter yards. That's the difference between the first half and the second half for Florida State. They have not moved the ball in this second half so far. Francois from his own end zone. Pressure from behind. Oh, he gets it out to Patrick, who's down at the 5. Gaines almost comes up with a sack there. I was thinking safety. Probably was Gaines. And last second, Francois got it off. So from his own end zone yet again is Logan Tyler. Had one blocked earlier. They're not going to send him this time. Tyler has plenty of time. It's muffed! And it's going to be recovered by Carroll after taking a punt all the way to the 19. He muffs this one. That could have been a big break for Florida State, but instead, Virginia Tech has the ball inside the 50. On the right side of the 50. Everything's inside the 50, technically. So 1st and 10 coming up here. 14-0 Virginia Tech was out, even though they did not get any points, and they didn't really move the ball all that well. Better than Florida State in the third quarter. They still were able to stall out that quarter, and now Virginia Tech is trying to stall out this one. Jackson sends a man in motion. Ice the ball. Hand it off to the left side. McLeese taking it out to the 37-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 6 coming up here. McLeese looks a little bit hurt. Pointing to his side. Average drives start for Virginia Tech this half. 37, their own 37. Florida State 19-yard line. I think that might be in the game because that doesn't even sound right for either team. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Field positioning definitely a big factor. Man in motion. Hikes the ball, sweep to the left side, and chopped out. The ball's loose. Who's got it? It goes out of bounds. No one's got it. The ball came flying loose, but it's going to be a 3rd and long, though. Big hit right on the ball on the jet sweep. Yeah, definitely got it out. Jet sweep there to Sean Savoy. And Kyle Myers popped that ball out. 3rd and 11, and this is a big 3rd down for Florida State. Now, it could have been bigger. They would have got that turnover on that last possession. They easily could have. The ball trickled out of bounds. 2 for 11 on 3rd down tonight. That's one department Virginia Tech does not have the edge on. Nice ball back to throw. Looking to make up for it on this play. Jackson scrambles. He's almost tripped up. Dumps it off short. And it's going to be caught. Forced out of bounds is Phil Patterson, I should say. It'll be a 4th down. .25 in counting. Oscar Bradburn. 3 punts inside the 20, 2 inside the 10. And they're playing it safe, Florida State is. Safe punt, and here's the kick. And, yep, they got it inside the 10, all the way at the 9. Florida State's got 91 yards to score and make this a one-possession game when we come back. See if they can defy all odds and do so. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Play-by-play live here. Don't go anywhere. This game may be heating up right in front of our eyes. Welcome back out here. Pre-K Sayboy. Or Sabo, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking, well, thanks for the view. This is boring. But then you said that last comment, and that's kind of funny. But hey, you gotta appreciate what these guys are doing. They don't get nearly as much like me. I don't have the same type of stuff. I don't have much to work with right now. In the years upcoming, I will have more to work with in broadcasting. Still can't, screen. And eventually I'm going to try to either, sometime down the line, this is going to carry, whether it's 20, 30, 40 years down the line, I want to try to get into broadcasting with a big company, or maybe even create one of my own where we can go around the nation with a camera crew and create a business and broadcast games at high quality, and that we can, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, or whatever the platform is. I'd be very happy to do that, to kind of start some sort of broadcasting, sports kind of business. Like I feel like that is like an ultimate dream of mine. Not necessarily the most practical, but that is a dream. That is reaching for the stars right there. Is starting some sort of company and competing with ESPN, Fox, CBS, and NBC Sports and stuff like that. It will be very interesting. Stadium's trying to make that attempt. I think Stadium really needs to boost some of their broadcasting equipment for them to actually be, because I tune in the Stadium here and there, and they're not that bad. Hikes the ball and hands it off. Cam Akers up the sideline, down to the 50, 40, 31 man. Oh, he's brought down at the 6. Oh, Lord, open it up. This fourth quarter with Cam Akers. Good Lord. What a run by Cam Akers. Left side, they've been just one big play from getting back in this game. All of a sudden, inside the 10, first and goal, Florida State's got something going right here. Touchdown saving tackle. Wow. The touchdown saving tackle by Bruce Watts. Excuse me, I said Wyatt. Watts. First and goal coming up here. 11:36 to go, fourth quarter. And I think there's an injury on the field. We'll be right back. A lot of boos. I'll go ahead and stay and start talking more about my dream. So don't go anywhere. But, yeah, what I'm trying to grasp for and grabbing, and I appreciate you guys staying here and joining me in this play-by-play commentary of the game. It's at commercial break, so don't go anywhere. But yeah, this is not advanced technology whatsoever, and eventually, me working a job and me going to get monetized, I just do this as a hobby, kind of trying to build it. Once I feel like I master the skill, that's when I'm going to go ahead and monetize these videos, because I feel like I'll get views, get subscribers, get all of that if I go ahead and master the skill. So once I feel like I've come close enough, or I'm good enough that I can master this skill of broadcasting, specifically play-by-play, when you are giving a description of things that people are not seeing in front of their eyes and they're able to follow along, play-by-play commentary video is easy. It is cake. All right? And that's just what I feel like it'll be. I can kind of, because if you're describing it, you can come up with some sort of reaction. But yeah, I mean, comment anything that you want, criticize me if you want. I don't care. If you want to compliment me, if you want to criticize my craft, criticism is the best form of, working towards getting better. So if you want to criticize me and all the mistakes that I make, which I make my fair share of mistakes in the course of broadcasting, then go ahead and let me know. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're still waiting on this game to get back from commercial. We're starting to hit this isn't, which I'm not going to be too concerned. This is more than I usually get at one time. I do this as a hobby. I do this as a thing to build for the future, and I also do this, to get people who don't have the opportunity to watch the game, get them out here to listen to my hopefully good play-by-play commentary. So here we go. First down and goal coming up for Florida State. An injury for the Hokies. Very suspicious. Earlier in the game, a man went down without being touched or anything after a big Florida State play. And it happened again. 0 for 3 in the red zone. They got to be able to capitalize here. 17-3. Akers to the right side of Francois, trying to quiet down the crowd. Man in motion. Hikes the ball. Handoff. Akers getting out to the 5 before he is stopped. They're trying to strip out the ball. It's a nice stop there in the middle. Emmanuel Belmar. And 11 minutes and counting. Plenty of time for Florida State. Only down by 2 possessions and getting a little spark. The first big run play, really. I mean, Jaquez Patrick had a couple, but this is really a huge run play. So the ones that got him into the red zone, that was the first run play, really, that did that. Hikes the ball. Francois throwing right side. Oh, it's broken up in the back. Sorry, not broken up, but broken in the backfield. A broken play as Trey McKitty in the flat got chopped down right away. A great tackle there by Reggie Floyd. He's been getting a little bit quiet as of late, but it'll be a big 3rd and goal here. Francois on a passing down. I'm expecting Virginia Tech to drop 7 or 8 guys into coverage, try to get a little bit of pressure with a 3 or 4 man rush. They've had success doing that. They're showing 5 guys in the box. And a timeout called by Florida State. Now the question here is it 4-down territory for Florida State? It's a little early to say necessarily, but I honestly think that they should. FSU look like a JV team. Oh, man. I mean, actually, really, they don't. Like, Florida State is doing pretty well, outgaining Virginia Tech. They are just not finishing drives. They're making a lot of mistakes. 4 huge miscues, a block punt, an interception, fumble, and a lot of, bad. We need a TD. Oh, yeah, you do. That goes without saying right now. You need a touchdown. But when you talk about with how much time's left, you definitely could get the ball 2 more times. But I don't think you should be aiming to either tie the game or, be down by a field goal or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't think that should be the case. I think that Florida State right now, if they're thinking they can get the ball 2 more times, sound like a JV team? I mean, like I said, they really don't look too much like a JV team. They are just making JV mistakes. A lot of mistakes that you would see a JV team make. I mean, if you see a JV team throw the ball a lot, then you'll get that interception of, double coverage, I think it was, and the nice play, a little bit of a bad throw. The fumble wasn't good. The block punt, they got after the punter a couple times now. So a lot of these mistakes are fixable mistakes that they really need. And I would say if anything looks like a JV team, it's that offensive line from Florida State right now. The offensive line is struggling to block. Virginia Tech is getting pressure on DeOndre Francois with 3 or 4 men rushing. They had 5 guys in the box there. I think that's kind of why Taggart called the timeout. He's like, I'm not going to, if you're going to keep 5 guys in the box, all in the middle, 2 linebackers and 3 defensive linemen in that box looking for a rush, I go ahead and try to call a timeout, see if we can get you to come out in anything different. And if you come out in the same thing, I'll be able to game plan for that and get a quick pass, maybe a screen, maybe a quick slant over the middle, maybe a drag route that you can hit underneath. But this is a big 3rd and goal. They have 6 yards to get in the end zone. That big run by Cam Akers set this up. He got the edge. Once he got the edge, Cam Akers has world-class speed. I'm very shocked, actually, he wasn't able to stick that in. He kind of slowed up, got a little bit tired, and I don't blame him. 91 yards, that turned into an 86-yard run because he was stopped at the 5. I would get tired from that. Oh, sorry, 10 yards ago. I was mistaken. A heavy backfield here, a big set. Hikes the ball. It's a fumble! Recovered by a Hokie and mishandled in exchange. Gaines recovers it. I don't know what Willie Taggart was thinking in bringing a full backfield, 3 running backs in the backfield. First time we've seen anything like that all game on a 3rd and goal at the 10. That was an awful play call by Taggart's staff. 3 points by the offensive mastermind is unacceptable with this skill. And you flutter it away yet again. Turnover, Florida State. They are trailing the turnover department 3-0. And now we went from talking about Florida State possibly coming back and having a chance to take a lead in regulation to being desperate to come back and tie the game right now. That's not a good idea for Taggart to even run the ball. That should have been a 4 or 5 wide receiver set, pass the ball. It's 3rd and goal. Hikes the ball. Quick throw over the middle. It's going to be caught at the 23-yard line, and a big catch there by Eric Kuma hanging on to that football on the slant. But Akers gets the edge. He breaks the tackle. And that touchdown saved. Oh, my Lord. Great hustle, by the way. But, man, you got to really hate that play call if you're a Florida State fan. Hikes the ball. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be Peoples out to the 25, 30-yard line now. And a big fumble. 3-0 in the turnover department. If you want to count the block punt, technically it's, or I don't know if it's technicalities, but if you want the block punt, they are winning this battle 4-0, and that is a problem for Florida State at this point. And it's not Francois' fault. He's not throwing three or interceptions. 2 fumbles, a bad exchange. Ball at the 30. Clock ticking. Hikes the ball. Hand off to the right side. Peoples sidesteps. And Peoples stays up all the way to the 35 before he is chased down there by Christmas. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 coming up here for Virginia Tech, trying to seal this game away. And, you know, a lot of people did not give Virginia Tech a chance. Florida State only 2 timeouts. Virginia Tech controlling time of possession with 27 minutes and 9 seconds and counting of time of possession so far over the 24.5 minutes that Florida State had. 2nd and 5. Hikes the ball. Jackson, play action. Looking. Dumps it off. It's going to be a 1st down. And out to the 50. Up the sideline to the 46 was the tight end, Chris Cunningham, who had the block punt earlier. So 1st and 10. It is really hard for Florida State to hold strong. They had one good drive, Virginia Tech did, really, that finished off with a touchdown. The rest, field goals and stops. That's all it is. A field goal and a stop. Block punt, of course. The other touchdown as Peoples takes it to the left side for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 2nd down and 4. What is Florida State going to do here? Don't have a whole lot of time to make up for this. A bad play call by Willie Taggart leads to Virginia Tech driving out to the 46-yard line of Florida State. 6:25 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Hikes the ball. Peoples up the middle. He's going to be stopped a couple yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a 3rd and 2. Sliced down. Oh, okay. They did mark it at the 44. We need to get to the 42. But the Virginia Tech Hokies, watch out for them because Miami didn't look good yesterday in Arlington against LSU. I don't necessarily, none of us know. You can say all you want, what you think. None of us know if it was more good LSU or bad Miami or a combination of both, because it was, definitely controlled. It was a false start, a crucial false start coming up here. Movement by Christian Darrisaw, number 77 of this offensive line, and it'll be a 3rd down and 7 now. 40 of 56 players on this week's 2 deep are underclassmen. So freshmen and sophomores, 40 of the players. Here we go. This might be the biggest 3rd down we've had this game. Back to throw. Rolling to the right is Jackson. Throws on the right. It is Kai. Kuma breaks a tackle. Kuma's gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Hokies. That'll seal her up. Wow. That'll seal her up. That's all you can say here. I can't sum this up any better than that play. Bend but don't break mentality just broke there, and the kick is up and good. 21 points with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Florida State fans are heading for the exits, guys. Wow. 4 missed tackles on that play, and I cannot believe what I just saw from the Seminoles defense there. Definitely a big mistake by Florida State's defense. In my opinion, this will drop them out of the rankings. Number 23 in the country. For me, they will probably drop out of the rankings. They had their chances and they blew them. I'm not necessarily saying that Florida State's a bad team, but look, when you lose to 20 by 21 at home to a solid opponent, granted, but if you lose from 21 at home, and there's a lot of questions about you to make your ranking this low as of now, week 2, and I'm going to start working on this, here soon, and they will be in tomorrow night. So tune in for that live ranking show tomorrow night. Because usually I would work on this Sunday, hopefully get it done on Sunday, and Monday and Sunday I would broadcast. In this week's case, because I work a 9-hour shift on Sunday, do it on Monday evening / late afternoon. But Virginia Tech, the questions about Virginia Tech this year, it was their defense. It was their not necessarily their defense as a whole, but that secondary is really impressive.
Like leather, skin is stronger when it's hydrated, but 9 out of 10 men don't get the hydration their skin needs. That's why Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash has a unique hydrating formula to keep men's skin healthier and stronger.
Enough with mouthwash that burns. In fact, most mouthwashes contain more alcohol than you think, but Colgate mouthwash is alcohol-free and kills 99% of germs without the burn. Colgate Total, mouthwash with no burns.
Third is total unaffected nutrition. Barking the Jimmy John's chicken ranch treat. Curing hot cherry peppers in the fresh fire milk with a burger of a kid at the gates of an amusement park. Sticky fresh, sticky fast, Jimmy John's, yeah. Ready to go tonight. Can't hear this.
Man, Hokies just giving it to Florida State right now. Here's the kick. Special teams makes a big spin move and gets out near the 25. So the one time we see a kick return, it is at the 25 or as close you can get to the 25. Western Kentucky versus Murray State versus Justin Taggart, the quarterback, and triple option. Looking nice. But Taggart at quarterback, Fuente at quarterback for Murray State had 358 passing yards as he led his team to win 36-31, 3 touchdowns. Taggart had 205 total yards and 2 touchdowns for Western Kentucky. 5:05 left to go, though, in the fourth quarter. 2 guys wide on each side. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois throws underneath. It's going to be caught by Patrick at the 30-yard line before he is stood up there. Dylan Rivers on this tackle. Hikes the ball. Francois back to throw. Throwing. Takes a shot deep to the left. Intercepted! And that's just summing up the game. Caleb Farley again. The second pick for the true freshman. Francois, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 24-3. That is just summing up the game right there. We will be right back. I've been talking for a while now, talking about different things. We'll be right back. Stay tuned as Virginia Tech closes out this opening game victory. Welcome back. Wow. I'm just really I had confidence Florida State would come back and make this a close game again. As you know, a lot of games that I've broadcasted, not too many close ones, not too many that went down the wire. You know, the couple that did. I had the Oklahoma Georgia game a year ago because the playoff games are on ESPN. I don't know why it's not on locally. That's kind of dumb, in my opinion. But then I had this season I had New Mexico State, Wyoming. I had Northwestern Purdue was a good game, went down to the wire, but Northwestern had control of that game the whole entire day until kind of the end, when Purdue had a chance to get off the field in an unnecessary roughness. But then here, Florida State, of course, could have done it. They just didn't. Oh, stood up in the backfield and the ball comes loose. 3 times the Hokies have fumbled the ball. 0 times they have turned the ball over. That is just an insane stat, and just the ball is bouncing Virginia Tech's way even. Like, nothing's going Florida State's way other than third down conversions over Virginia Tech. That's not even good at this point. +4 turnover margin with a block punt or a touchdown added on to that. So technically, I mean, again, not technically, but if you can include that block punt as, let's say, a fumble, 5 turnovers. I count it. I don't know if the stat book technically counts it. Ball taken all the way out to the original first down marker, and it'll be a 4th down and 10 coming up here. Man down. Last thing you want to see is an injury here late in the game. Jaden Woodby. And Virginia Tech showing today that they could possibly compete in the ACC Coastal Division. A lot of people ruled them out, them and Duke, DeOndre from the chat. I don't know his last name or his full username, but DeOndre from the chat on Mark Rogers TV. Make sure you check him out, Mark Rogers TV College Football. Mark Rogers TV, 1 word, college football, 2 words at the end. But DeOndre from his chat did say Duke, and I was very impressed with Duke, what they did against Army. I believe that was in Durham. I don't think that was in Mickey Stadium out in West Point, but what they did against Army, very impressive to me. Now, I don't know how good Army is going to be. I don't think Army is going to be the same team as they were a year ago. Army didn't even do too bad against Ohio State a year ago, and man, Woodby still down, and he's slow to get up. So the blackout uniforms for Florida State with that new Garnett helmet with the black fade in the back. Did not. This is just, Cam Akers, high-touted recruit, first year, barely breaks 500. I'm talking a rescheduled game away from not breaking 500. I'm talking a loss in a bowl game or maybe a little bit of a better matchup in the bowl game away. 500 on the season. Cam Akers now loses his opening game. Florida State fans sticking around are just sticking around through pain and misery, while Virginia Tech fans are just pumped. Clock ticking down. It'll be near 2 minutes by the time Virginia Tech snaps this ball. And I'm thinking if Florida State pulled off a miracle somehow and came all the way back, that would be the biggest miracle of all time. I don't see that happening. But barring a miracle, it looks like Virginia Tech's about to go 1-0. And the timeout call by Virginia Tech with 2:11 left to go. They ran down as much clock as they could. As here's the kick. The punt. And then Matthews would take a fair catch. 2:40 left to go at the 20. I'm wondering how urgent Florida State will be. Are they going to continue with desperation heaves down the field? It only paid off one time with desperation heaves. As Herbie's top four, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Georgia, including Virginia Tech. I mean, don't overreact to these games. But, yeah, I mean, Ohio State kind of silenced a lot of people. I haven't really talked about week one, and I'm going to get into week one tomorrow and the following days with week two. But Ohio State's silencing a lot of people. So here's Francois on the play action screen. And here's the area on the screen. Nothing going to Trey McKitty. It's preseason AP top 10. Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Wisconsin, Ohio State all hold on. Washington falls to Auburn in the neutral site game that was an hour and a half away from Auburn. And let's go Hokies chant ringing through the air in Doak Campbell Stadium. 1:25 to go. Hikes the ball back to throw. Francois looking. He's going to carry, and he's going to slide down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd and 7.
They sold every ticket. There was an empty seats over there in the visitor section, but the ones who showed up here are still making plenty of noise. This is their first trip here in 10 years. They're going to win for the first time in Tallahassee since 1974.
Wow. 1974 was the last time the Hokies won in Tallahassee. That's crazy. Did not know that. Thanks, Chris Fowler. Tipped up in the air, picked off, and there's another one. 5 turnovers. Vinny Mihota, the redshirt senior, one of the returning players from a year ago, did not get the start, but he got a pick. What a play by Vinny Mihota. And Virginia Tech should just kneel out, and they will. There's one kneel. Virginia Tech not even allowing a touchdown. And a lot of people had questions about this secondary coming in. And they blank DeOndre Francois in his comeback game. I don't necessarily know if Francois looks the same or what, but the Hokies kneel it out. And that will do it. Virginia Tech improves to 1-0. And I don't even think I'm broadcasting a game next Saturday. I'll probably be able to stay up and watch Arizona State, Michigan State. That's going to be a game I'm thinking about broadcasting late night. I don't know how probable that is, though. I don't know how likely that is. But 24-3. And big win for the Hokies. Let's check out here. And so tomorrow, guys, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Tomorrow, rankings show. It will be live next evening. Just keep your notifications on. I'll probably create the event ahead of time. Ahead of time. Tomorrow, though, I will be working on rankings. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This has been really fun. And I will see you guys later.